wow, that is a tart delight. You guys know how much I love the Wolfer Rosé cider. Like, can't get enough of it any time of year. It's always refreshing. Well, this is a red cider. It has the same amount of ABV. It's probably a little less dry than rosé, but we're kind of splitting hairs there. It's delish. I didn't want to get the rosé because I wanted to be fall-like, but also there were no pumpkin beers. What's up with that? So I know that I've been really absent the last like week and a half, 2 weeks. There has not been much content because I actually went home and visited my parents in Vegas. And it was a really great trip. I promise I will not ghost you again. And the next time I do that, I'm gonna have to do a way better job of pre-filming. I'm also rocking like the mixie again. You guys remember when I did that with my blonder hair? And then of course I always get bored or just impulsive and I'm like, I don't know, just chop it off. But I went home and my mom actually gave me even shorter baby bangs, and then I'm just trying to kind of like grow this out and kind of have like a fun sort of bedhead tousled situation going on. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how long I last. Okay, so Merit is a brand that I actually did a full face of about a year ago. But guys, I've fallen so much harder in love with this brand in the last year. They've also come out with this amazing bronzer balm, which is one of my favorite cream bronzers I've ever used. So I wanted to do an updated video. I've also rediscovered these highlighting balms, and they have become one of my favorite cream highlights. So Merit is just a brand that, in my opinion, can really do no wrong. Well, I guess that's not totally true because the only thing I don't have is the lip oil. I actually tried that and I returned it. I'm not a lip oil person. I find them kind of drying and it's just not my vibe. So anyway, everything other than that, I love. Merit sent me another shade of the bronzer. So I have 2 different shades of the bronzers. And then I also have 3 shades of the signature lipsticks, which everyone has lost their mind about, and they are so good. I'm also really excited to be revisiting these blushes because I haven't pulled them out, and I loved these when I got them. I think these are perfect fall colors. I also just love it because it's all about minimalist beauty. You know what I mean? They don't have that many products. You don't feel overwhelmed, but I feel like the products that they do have are quality. So I am first going to start with the Minimalist Skin Perfector. This is a cream foundation. I have it in the shade Linen. I feel like I had to kind of learn how to use this because I really need my skin to be nice and hydrated to make this go on as good as it possibly can. So I, use skincare, a primer that has a little bit of skincare in it. But honestly, I think that a really nice hydrating moisturizer would be just fine. I also have their foundation brush, so I'm going to be using that. The way I like to use this best is to rub some in my hand, kind of warm it up, and then go in with my brush like that, and then just apply it to my face. And this is a 2-in-1. This is a concealer as well as a foundation. Guys, it's finally fall. Can you believe it? I mean, it's finally fall here. I don't know what it is there, but I am just absolutely thrilled. It was like 70 degrees today. It was breezy, partly sunny. It was absolute perfection in Harlem. Oh, I do want to tell you guys, I'm also going to be putting up a vlog. I do get a lot of requests to do vlogs, and I really want to start vlogging more. So this is my attempt at that. So definitely look forward to a vlog coming up. It's going to feature my trip to Vegas, maybe some Jordy footage. That's my parents' dog, and he's actually a person and he's adorable, as well as just some like New York shenanigans. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And I'm just applying a little bit more on my hand. I do think I have found this is the best way to apply this. And then I'm just going to tap the concealer in with my finger underneath my eyes. Okay, so I think that's a really, really nice application of this product. For frame of reference, if you guys have tried the Salt New York Sneaky Balm, I would say that this is a little bit more coverage than that. Oh, I'm like chugging this. So now we're gonna pull out these damn bronzers that make me angry. I have been using the hell out of the shade Clay, which is the second lightest shade. They also sent me the shade Sen, which is the shade up from it, and I kind of think a combination of these two will be perfect. Well, we'll find out. And if you haven't heard anyone talk about these, if you haven't heard me talk about them, or if you have, and I'm going to just talk about them again, these are the sheerest, most natural bronzers ever. I'm gonna go in just with the deeper shade. So just so you can see the swatches, this is the shade Clay. This is the shade Sen right there. And blend that in as well. And look at how flawlessly it's blending in. Okay, yes, I was correct. That combination is bomb as hell. Look at that. Oh, no, sorry, don't look at that. I'm not done blending. Okay, now look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? And it just looks so incredibly natural. If I put too much on, it blends out flawlessly, so I'm never worried about that. Now I'm going to take their brow product. This is the Brow 1980, and I have it in the shade brown. I also really do, for the most part, like Merit's packaging a lot. Okay, so I have two different shades of the blushes, and this is the shade Mood. This is the shade Cheeky. This right here is the shade Mood. I'm going to show that to you on my fingertips. This is a very beautiful dewy formula. It is very much in line with the texture of the bronzer balms as well as the highlighting balm. And this is the shade Cheeky. I'm gonna go in with Mood. Oh my God, I freaking love these. I'm so glad I'm using them again because they really are just so beautiful. And you would think Mood would be like really intense, right? Because it looks so dark. I mean, is that not just like a gorgeous aspen cheek right there? Now I'm just gonna go over the top with the pinkier color. Okay, so those are the two shades combined, and I know it's a lot of blush right now, okay? Again, I'm going to compare this formula to the Salt New York cream blush formula. Very similar, very dewy. However, I will say, you can set this. You can set this with powder, so it doesn't have to be like the dewiest of the dew. You yourself can control that, but just know that this is how it applies when it first goes on, and so juicy. So this is the blush powdered, and I just wanted to show you, you can absolutely wear this so it's not quite as dewy, and that totally works as well, if that makes you more comfortable. Alert the media, hold the phone, stop the presses. I finally got my hands on the Persona waterproof eye pencils. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to find a vocally Prochoice brand that also makes a super buttery pencil that is not self-sharpening, and it has proved to be very challenging. So Persona, thank you so much. So now I'm gonna move on to their mascara, and I really do like this mascara. It is buildable, it is pretty flexible. Okay, I'm actually really impressed with this mascara upon revisiting it, and I don't know why I don't grab for it. I guess I will now. I think it actually looks perfect. Like, I got every lash, it's not clumpy. This is a really nice mascara. You know what I like to do with a lot of foundation that I apply with a brush? I always like to go in afterward and just use a sponge to really make sure everything is really perfectly blended. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to lips, and then we'll go back to blush and do highlighter at the end. I am very excited to use this super fall shade. This is called L'Avenue, and this is what it looks like as a swatch. Just a beautiful brown berry shade. Oh, I love this shade. If you're like a proper lipstick lover, you're gonna love these because they are super creamy. They do dry down, but they don't feel uncomfortable. I am going to add a little bit more of this pinkier shade, which is Cheeky. Oh my God. Okay, and now we're gonna use the highlighter. So I have two shades. I loved the shade Kava so much that it made me also get the shade Bounce. So this is a rose gold and this is a champagne. You can see the difference here. So I am going to use Bounce because I've used Kava so much and I want to show you guys what this looks like. Oh my God, I just love this damn highlighter. It's my favorite cream highlighter, honestly, or my favorite balm highlighter, I should say. I think I can officially say this is absolutely won out over the Glossier Halo Scope, which I will always love. I mean, what is even happening? Look at that highlight. Okay, so some final thoughts. I really love this foundation. I do feel like you have to work with it a little bit more than other foundations, so I just want to note that because I feel like if I don't blend it properly, it can get a little cakey. So blending is your friend with this for sure. But I just love the simplicity of this so much. I mean, are you kidding me? Traveling with this and not having to bring like a big foundation and then a separate concealer. I just think this is brilliant, and I do think it's a really good foundation. But the run, do not walk situations for me are as follows. The blushes. I just think these are stunning. All of their balmy things. I'm obsessed with. These bronzers are amazing. Like, honestly, these can have their way with me. They are just absolute perfection. You cannot screw them up. And of course, the highlighter. Like, this I use almost all the time, no matter what I'm doing. I just can't stop gravitating to these. I also really like this mascara. It was really easy to use. It was buildable. My lashes looked really nice and feathery. I really love this lip color too. I think it's perfect for fall. I do kind of want to put a gloss on, but I'm not going to. It's really hard. Okay, friends, that's it for my full face of merit. I hope you enjoyed this. I just think this is such a phenomenal minimal beauty brand, and they continue to up their game and continue to put out even better products, which is what I love about them as well. So I'm gonna of course link everything I used today in the description box below. I'm gonna link it through Merit and Sephora so you can choose where you'd like to shop. Maybe a little bit more highlighter. I'm gonna go in with Kava on top, the one we didn't use, because why the hell not? I mean, it's so good. You guys are the best. Please stay safe out there, and cheers till next time. Bye.